Can you hear that? The serenity. Let's get into another beer review. Guys, guyettes, let's get into a beer review with a difference. A beer that has zip alcohol in it. Another one. So we did batch brewing, 0% all-day IPA the other day, and it was fucking lovely. So I'm on the hunt for the best zero alcohol beer for the festive season, because I've got a do coming up and I want to be able to drive home from it. So I am going to be taking something that tastes good and doesn't taste like shit like all these other fucking 0%ers. So I'm looking out for one that's really good, and so far batch all day IPA is up there with the best, and it is the best, so it's at the top. But I managed to find a box of these Sawmill beer beers, they're called. Beer beer, no alcohol pale ale. Now these contain less than 1.15%. So while it does say no alcohol, there is a slight amount. Now I know batch is 0.05, so fucking like a sniff of alcohol. 1.15 is a little bit, but it's under that 2% mark, and that's crucial, that 2% mark. Why is that crucial? Let me tell you. 1.15% alcohol by volume constitutes the very limit where alcohol is classed as liquor. So anything that is below 1.15% is not classed as alcohol or intoxicating liquor. 1.15 is that cutoff. This is sitting at 1.15. So by the reckoning of law, this is under, because it's got to be over 1.15, and this is 1.15. So this is the cutoff limit. So this is the highest alcohol allowed in non-alcoholic beer. There you go. So this is the gruntiest no alcohol beer available at this time. So 6-pack. Zero alcohol beer is weirdly more expensive than full alcohol beer, and I suggest that's because there's another process that has to take place to create it, which is kind of sucks, because you're trying to do the right thing and be able to drive home and stuff like that. You still want a beer, so you're penalised by it, but then you're also not penalised because you're not going to fucking crash, not going to kill some person, and you're not going to lose your license. So the plus side is well in excess of the negatives. So anyway, let's get into one of these Sawmill. So yeah, I applaud these bloody brewers for making these, because it must be a pain in the ass, because it takes more fucking worky shit to get this stuff going. There it is, beer. It's got nothing on it because it's beer. It's beer, and it's B-A-R-E beer, like naked beer, like not B-E-A-R, beer. It's beer. No alcohol pale ale. It's just, there's nothing on here. It does say on the side of the box, because that's the key. There's nothing on the bottle, so you've got to read it off the box. It says, big tropical aroma and a smooth bitterness defy logic in this no alcohol pale ale. No alcohol pale ale, because it's right on the cusp. It's on the cusp of cuspness. So let's get this no alcohol beer into this clean glass, which is surprising. So as you would expect from a a no alcohol beer because a lot of work has to go into it. It's a very light colour, a very light colour. It looks really bloody nice. It looks really, really nice. So I'll get the rest of these soldiers out of the way, and we'll get into this. Does anyone else call empty bottles dead Marines? That's what we used to call them, dead Marines. Sorry to all you Marines out there, but that's what it is. Yeah, so let's have a smell. Oh, you know, that's just a fucking IPA. It just smells fucking so good. It's tropical. And you'd think that the flavour would be, or the smell would be a lot less and like insignificant really, but no. It is actually very, 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 well, I won't say smelly, but it's very fragrant. It's fragrant. So let's have a try. Got a little, the bitterness is there. That fruit flavour is subtle, you don't get a lot of it. It's got the IPA aftertaste. Not a whole lot of body with it, but then you're not expecting a whole lot of body because, I mean, they have to thrash the shit out of it to get all the alcohol and shit out of it. Thrash the shit out of it to get the shit out of it. But it doesn't have that fucking horrible burnt fucking malt taste that you get out of the Zero Heinies, the Zero Peronis, the Klausthalers, Hollandias. It doesn't have that banana-y sort of taste. It has a fucking IPA taste. Yeah, it's lighter. Yeah, it isn't as full in the flavour of the hop flavours, not as full as a full strength IPA. But that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is to produce something that doesn't taste like shit, that you can turn up to a party and fucking drink it. You don't look like a cock walking around with a Pepsi bottle in your fucking hand. You don't wake up in the morning with a massive hangover because you've drunk Pepsi all night and your fucking sugars levels are fucking through the roof. This thing tastes like a beer. It tastes like a light beer, but it's a fucking beer, and it's bloody good. It does its job, and it does its job a hell of a lot better than those fucking giant breweries that are producing this shit saying 0%, and getting some fucking world-renowned wanker to fucking stand around going, yeah, I fucking love this shit, when he doesn't, because it drives him home. Yeah, but there you go. Sawmill beer. That's another fucking good one. I would say it is level pegging with Batch Brewery's IPA, all day IPA, which is a 0. The difference being the slight and very slight level of alcohol in them. There you go. There's a 0% beer review from the BeerSarge. Stay safe, drive safe over this Christmas fucking period, eh? Catch you later.